So, Namaskar everyone. Beta, we are going to start seventh chapter. Okay, and this chapter is about Microsoft Excel 2010. Okay, MS Excel 2010. Everyone, please open page number 62 in your books. Okay, where this chapter is starting. So let me brief you about this software first. Then we are going to learn what is all about this software practically, right? So beta MS Excel is one of the most popular spreadsheet software. Now, what is a spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is something that gives us a platform where we have a tabular kind of structure, and we can, uh, we can we can do all kind of calculations. We can keep the data. Okay, we can store data in these tables. We can do some calculations. We can delete, update, all these kinds of operations that can be done on the data. And we have got a tabular structure. We don't have to insert, like we have studied in the last chapter in PowerPoint, that we used to insert table in PowerPoint, right? Now if we have to deal with numeric data only, okay, so we have a separate software for this, and this is known as a software window that I am displaying through the screen share option, right? Next is, it is widely used to perform mathematical calculations. The data is spread in a tabular form of rows and columns. So children, as you can see on your screen, these 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in the extreme left corner, you can see this one. And if I'm selecting this one, so this is selecting one whole horizontal line. And this is known as row. Okay, please notice what I'm showing you on the screen, right? This is known as, which is a slight gray. Okay, let me just color this so that it becomes more visible, right? So see, now it is in yellow color. So this whole yellow thing is your row. Okay. Now these ABCD, these alphabets which are written on the top, okay, just below the menu bar, these denotes your columns. Column is nothing but a vertical section where you can insert your data. Okay, now I am selecting column A only. Okay, and in this I am filling another color in order to tell you what is the difference between your row and, okay, so now the yellow color denotes your row, and the green color in the vertical orientation, it shows a column. Now let us discuss few features of this software, that is Excel. Formulas are mainly used to perform simple and complex mathematical calculations. Functions are the built-in formulas used for calculating percentage, interest, average, minimum, maximum, sum. All these kind of operations can be carried out. Okay, so let me here clarify one thing, that we have two main terms. One is your function and another one is your formula. Children, all of you are studying maths. You are studying the formulas, right? So formula is something that you are writing. You are doing it yourself. Okay, that means if I have to apply a formula of addition, so I'll be writing 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. So I'm writing everything. And function is the same thing, but it is ready made. Okay, so that means function, if you will apply sum, there will be a function sum. So once you are using that sum function, that will automatically perform the same operation. It's just that you don't have to do it anyhow and anything yourself. Okay, and you can understand this with the daily life example, that if your mother is getting her suit stitched. Okay, so suit is getting made from a cloth piece of cloth will be there, that will be processed and suit will be ready. Okay, so someone has to do some kind of processing on it. But if someone is buying a stuff which is ready made from the garment store, so that is something you just have to pay and you can wear it already. Okay, that is it is called ready made. That means it is already ready, you just need to get it, right? So formulas are like you are doing something yourself, and functions are like these will be there, you just need to use them, right? And the function of both will be same. Like if it is a function sum, then it will do addition only, and if you are using that plus symbol yourself, then it will also do the same thing. Now I'm telling you second feature of Excel on page number 62 only. Formatting features improve the appearance of data. Like just now, if I wanted to highlight a particular row or a column, okay, then it is known as a formatting. Okay, so this formatting is actually going to make my data more appealing, right? More good to see or good to look at. Next is beta, the data is automatically recalculated in the entire worksheet if any change is made in a single cell. Okay, now for example, I'm just coloring three cells. Okay, cell this and this, the color sky blue. Fine. So if I'm giving these three cells, I'm adding beta. Okay, let me okay, so these three cells I'm going to, now you can see it. Okay, I have defined borders also. So now you can see if I'm going to add these three and the answer I'm writing in any other next cell. So if I'm going to change the values, like if the values were 10, 10 and 10, so the answer will be 30. So if I'm changing 110 to 20, then the answer will become 40. Okay, so if there is any change in the data uh, that is stored in one table, then there will be the same change will also be there in the final result. You know this, right? Now coming to fourth feature, that is the data can be quickly searched and replaced instantly. How I can read any data? See, right now I have selected this particular cell. So how I will come to know that which cell is this? So beta, you will go to this column. This is F. Okay, and this row, which is the 3, it is highlighted also here. Okay, so this 3 and F, so it is always written with F3. Okay, so first you will write the column and then you will write the row number. Okay, so now coming to this will be F4, this will be F5. Now I am randomly clicking anywhere, like suppose here. So you can see this Q is also highlighted with some extra gray color. Okay, and this 11 is also highlighted. So how I will name this particular region? It will be Q11. This cell will be having its address as Q11. And supposedly I'm just again clicking somewhere like this. So W is highlighted and there 28. So this will be W28. Okay, so this is about that you can quickly search your data. If I have to go to V28, so this will be passed to this particular address. Next is autofill option is available to enter data in a series. What do you mean by autofill here? See children, if I'm writing 1 here and 2 here, 3 here. Okay, now if I have to keep this counting going till 30, so rather than doing it again and again, what can I do here? I will just select these three. Fine, and I'm going to, this plus kind of handle will come here. Okay, when this plus handle will come here, I need to drag it down to as many numbers I want. See, it is displaying also in the right hand side. Right now it's 24. So if I have to go till 25, I'll just leave it like this. Known as autofill. Autofill means you don't have to do it yourself. Now let me tell you one more thing here, children. If you will just write 1 over here and then you will drag it down. Okay, let me show you what happens here. Why I have written 1, 2, 3 and then I have dragged. Okay, so this is again plus symbol that you can see on my screen. Okay, now I am dragging this down till the same number. Now see what happens. Why this happened? Because if you will not see beta, we have always studied that computer is having zero IQ. That means computer cannot think of himself. अब computer को क्या पता कि whether I want 1 2 3 4 or 1 1 1 1. So if you have written 1 2 3, then computer will understand, okay, I need to carry on the same counting. And if you are only autofilling 1, then computer will not understand. And let me tell you one more exciting thing over here, that you can with Sunday Monday also. Okay, so I'm writing Monday here. Okay, So if I'm going to drag Monday only, then let us see what happens. Okay. See, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Again, it started. So why it started? Because it is a universal thing. After Monday, Tuesday will only come. Okay. And supposedly I need Monday only. I'm writing something for Mondays only. So I will just write Monday here and I will again write Monday here. Then I will select. How I will select, beta? I will use the left click the way we select anything. The left click will be used as I will just move my cursor towards the right corner of this particular selection. Then I'm going to move it down. So only Mondays will come. Fine. So this is the difference I wanted to show you, that computer will take Monday as Monday, Tuesday only. But if you want Monday to be only written, then you have to write it 2 Mondays, so that computer will know ki, okay, after Monday, Tuesday is not coming. So the person or the user of this computer wants Monday to be in the series. Okay, so this was something extra that I have told you. Now let us come to the next feature, that is data can be viewed in a graphical form such as charts. Beta, if you remember, we have inserted charts in PowerPoint also. The same types of don't worry, you don't have to learn these all kinds of charts again. It's just that you need to learn how to make these charts. Okay, so suppose I have to make, I'm just giving you a simple example. If I have to make chart of this particular data in 2 columns, I will just click over here, I will select it, then I'll click on insert, and in insert only I'll get chart. Okay, so I'll click on the maybe the 3D column. Now you can see, so this all 1111 is the orange one. Let me just zoom it a bit. Now you can see this blue color represents your 1 2 3 4, which is increasing, right? 1 2 3 4, so on. And this orange one is a constant, which is 1111 in each. Okay, so you can see in the legend area also, blue color denotes series 1 and orange color denotes series 2. So as simple as that, you don't have to do any other thing except just select your data and go to insert. In PowerPoint also, beta, we were inserting everything from insert tab, nothing complex here. So you need to click on insert tab, click on any chart you want, and then go for it. Okay, so this is as simple as that. All right, we will study in detail also all these charts. If it will be there in the chapter, that is a different thing, right? Next is, now I'm just removing it. All right. So now let us come here to the starting of MS Excel. Beta, right now also I'm at page number 62. Everyone, please look into your books. So you have to click on start button, then click on all programs. If you have MS Office installed in your computer, then you need to click on MS Excel 2010, 2013, 2016. It depends. Okay. So next is workbook and worksheet. So children, now you can see here on my screen, this is what it is written over here where my cursor is right now, sheet 1. And there is a plus also. So this, what is this plus about? When I click on this plus, it will create another new sheet. And when I will again click on here, then it will be sheet 3. So sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. These 3 sheets are there in my Excel right now. Now let us come to the main title. Okay, where we have written the title. It is known as, this green color is known as your title bar. Okay, so now you can see it is written book 1. Okay, saved it with any name, so by default it is coming as book 1. What is this book? This book is exactly the same which is given on page number 63 on the topmost area, workbook and worksheet. So beta, workbook means any whole book, and worksheets are the single sheets of this particular workbook. Okay, so this book 1 denotes your workbook only, and workbook will always contain the worksheets, and this is known as sheet. This sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 which I was creating, no beta, these are known as worksheets. Okay, and these worksheets are a part of workbook. By default we have 3 worksheets in a workbook, but any number of worksheets can be inserted or deleted. That is all user's choice. Okay, And this workbook can also, whenever you are going to save this particular file, then the name of book will be changed to something that you are going to define. Okay, so this is all about your workbook and worksheet. Now let us see what are the components of this particular worksheet. So cell, number one. Beta, cell is the smallest unit. Okay, as I told you, and to be more precise, let me tell you, a cell is an intersection of your column and row. Right now, I have selected this particular cell. This is a cell. Okay, let me just color it with some color. Let me denote it with some orange color. Fine. So this orange color is a cell, and this is an intersection of n column and third row. So that is why the name of this cell will be n3. As I have told you, we have to always take the name of column first, and then row number will come. So it will be n3. So this is a cell. Cell is a single unit where you are going to put the data, and data can be a formula, data can be a text, or data can be a number, data can be a function also. Okay, next is beta active cell. So when you will click on a cell, see, if I tell you what is the active cell or active cells right now, so if I'm clicking here, then L4 will be the active cell. And if I'm selecting this range, then these all cells are going to be known as your active cells. If I'm clicking 20, so this will be C22. You need to be very careful while naming these cells, because these are highlighted in the same grayish color only. So this C is highlighted and 22 is highlighted. You don't have to count yourself ki kaun sa cell ya row number hai, right? You just have to look on the left hand side and you will come to know it is 22nd row. So active cell will always be that cell. These are cells. Active cell is that cell which is right now selected. Okay, and it will be like, it will be having a it will be having a temporary boundary also. Okay, so if I'm selecting this, then it is having a greenish boundary, but that is not actual border. This is just a temporary boundary. Now this is something that I have applied is a permanent border. Okay, these borders can be applied from here. We have this whole font group like MS Word. You can do it from here as well, right? Next is beta range. Now this is something you need to understand. I need your 100% attention over here. So this is last topic on page number 63. Range. Range is a group of continuous cells which form the shape of a rectangle. Okay, now this can be horizontal or vertical. For example, right now I am selecting these three, that is sorry, four are selected. So 4 5 6 7, A4 5 A6. Okay, so I can write over here like is equals to is a way of writing any formula in Excel. Is equals to, if I am writing A1, simple, you can write capital also, small also, A1, then you need to write colon. Okay, and then you can write A4. Now you can see this blue colored line has came. Why it has came? Because this is range. Range will show the continuous cell locations. So I have just defined a range where I have written A1 is to A4. Suppose I want to highlight, suppose let me take example of this horizontal one. Okay, so I am taking is equals to K1. Now you can see K1 is selected beta. Okay, then colon L1, you can use any one, you can use 18 15 anything also. Now I am again applying colon here, then M1. Okay, so now you can see that I have selected horizontally, right? So this range can be applied vertically also and horizontally also. Okay, after this, we have name box. Now, what is this name box? It is located just above the column heading on the left side of the window. Okay. This area displays the location of the, now beta come to figure number 7.2 in your book. Figure 7.2 on page number 63. Now you can see this is the name box, and here also I can show you. If I am selecting here like this, any cell I am selecting, this is the name box, this. And if I am just hovering my mouse on it, it is displaying also, it is a name box. Okay. It is, children, formula bar. Just adjacent to this name box, we have the formula bar, and formula bar always has this fx. Fx denotes your function or the formula. Now, any function that you are going to apply will be applied in this formula bar only. That means if I'm writing anything over here, like is equals to anything, now you can see if I'm writing anything like A3 or anything, it is coming here in this formula bar also. So this is the formula bar of your MS Excel. Next is beta column headings that I have already told you. Columns are always named with ABCD, and rows are always numbered with 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Status bar. Status bar is always located on the bottom of your application window. Okay. And it shows, it has various options, like you can maximize it, you can just see the current selection also, messages also. So all these things which shows the status. Okay. So see, right now I am in this enter mode, I am entering something in the formula. I was writing A3, now I may write plus plus A2. Okay. So right now you can see in this status bar in the left corner you have this enter mode. Okay. Now if I have just selected only a cell, I am not writing, so it is in the ready state. So you need to see this, there are two modes, ready and insert. Okay. Next, beta, moving around the spreadsheet. So you can use these kind of commands, these arrows you can use. Okay. All four arrows will be used in order to move up or down, left or right. Okay, I'm explaining this green colored table, green and white, on page number 64. See, these four arrows will be used. Page up, page down. These can be used in order to run screen up or down in a worksheet. Control plus home will give you, it will always point the cell pointer to the first cell of the topmost row. That means if you are just pressing control plus home is a key on your keyboard. Okay, then you are going to go on A1 cell, that is the first cell. Okay, control and will will make you to the last cell. Okay. So entering data. Now I have told you how you will enter data. I have shown you how you can insert. So first you need to just select a cell, and then you need to type anything you want. It can be a number, it can be your name, anything. Okay, see in the caps also you can write, right? So all these things can be entered. This is all about your entering data. Now, as I have told you, and it is a topic on page number 65 also, types of data that to be entered in your Excel. So that is numbers, text or formula. Where when I'm saying formulae, that time I'm telling functions also. Okay. So numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, any kind of symbol also, special characters like at the rate, dollar, percentage, exponent, ampersand, these can be inserted. Text means it will always be ABCD. Then formula means beta, as I have told you, equals to sign. See, it is highlighted also on page number 65 in the last line. Every formula, whenever you are going to write something, like you are calculating something, so you need to start it with an equals to symbol, right? So performing calculations I'll cover in the next class. Till here we have done the introduction and the basics I have told you. Okay. So